everybody, and welcome to Monday's English lesson. So we are going to do our vocab masterclass and focus on a new word today. So the new word I want us to explore today is wobbly. Wobbly. Well done. So let's check how many syllables are in wobbly. Okay, it's quite a tricky one, this one. Just try saying it on your head. Wobbly. Try clapping it out. Wobbly. Okay, so there are 2 syllables in this word. And wobbly is when something is moving from side to side. Okay, so if you are wobbling, it means you are moving from side to side. Have a little go. Can you wobble at home? You show me your super wobbling moves. So wobbly is an adjective when we use it to describe how something is moving. Okay, so for example, I've got my jelly there, my wobbly jelly. So I'm describing how it's moving from side to side. It can be used as a verb as well to say that something is wobbling. Okay, to say what something is doing, so that action that we've looked at previously. So here I've got an example sentence and I've used my picture of my jelly because I just love sweet treats. They all just make me so happy. So I've written a super sentence using the word, and the sentence is, the jelly is wobbly. I want you to have a little go now at thinking of your own sentence using these words. You don't need to write them down unless you're desperate to, but I want you to at least have a go at saying a sentence for the pictures on the screen and make sure that the word wobbly is in that sentence. Pause the video now. Super. So here are my sentences that I chose to write. So I chose this lovely penguin toy that you might have something similar at home, or your younger brothers and sisters might. And I've said, the girl played with her wobbly penguin. Okay, so it's describing that the penguin is moving from side to side. And I've got my second one, and I've used this giraffe picture, and I've said the giraffe has wobbly legs, okay? If we were thinking about synonyms, so words that mean similarly to wobbly, we'd have shaking, okay, where you're moving from side to side or you're unbalanced. Okay, imagine standing on something and you're unbalanced, oh, you're a bit wobbly. Antonyms, so words which are the opposite of this, are steady or still. Okay, so these are the opposite of the word wobbly. So let's have a little think and reinforce the word that we've just learned. So the word is wobbly. Wobbly. Okay. It means when you're moving from side to side. It can be used as an adjective to describe how something's moved, and it is also a verb at times. This is an action to say how it's moved. And an example sentence is, Miss Reed was wobbling along the corridor. Well done for joining in with me at home. I'm going to stop sharing that screen now, and I'm going to move into our English lesson for next week. So we have been looking last week, haven't we, at writing our leaflet, and this week we are going to also continue writing that leaflet, just today and just tomorrow, and then we're going to start a new book, which is very exciting. So just like Friday, today is going to be a bit of a shorter input. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to show you a model what I would write in this section, and then I want you to spend a bit of time, a bit longer than normal, doing an extended piece of writing to a longer piece of writing that I then want you to send in so we can check it, and using all these ideas that we've been using over the past few weeks. So if you remember, we are writing a leaflet to tell the man what he needs to do to make sure the earth is beautiful and clean, just like it is now. Because he wasn't very good before, and he destroyed the planet, didn't he, by building all these factories and getting the factory workers to make him a rocket. So our information text, our leaflet, is going to be full of instructions and information telling the man what he needs to do to make sure the earth stays as beautiful as it is. And other people as well who want to learn about how to keep the earth tidy and clean can also read it. So this was the section that I wrote on Friday with you. And right at the top here, I've got my lovely subheading. Can you remember what a subheading is? Can you remember? Have a think. Yes, a subheading is like a mini title. Okay, so it tells us what the information is about underneath. And we decided that our subheadings were going to be commands. Okay, so we're going to tell people what they needed to do. So we need to make sure that we have our verbs at the start of our command. And then I had to go at writing the first section of my leaflet. And yours, hopefully, it was different to mine, or you might have chosen my idea as well. But my section was going to be about dropping rubbish. And this is what I wrote. So I said, dropping rubbish is bad because it makes the world dirty and messy. Some of those adjectives that we've been looking at. You should put waste in the bin to stop the creatures from getting hurt. If you want the earth to be the prettiest, yes, that prettiest, we were using superlatives, weren't we? Then you need to keep it clean. Make sure you do not drop rubbish on the ground so that you can keep our earth beautiful. Fabulous. So I hope you all had a go at doing that on Friday. I've had a few things sent across, but don't forget to send me yours across so I can check it, because now we're going to continue writing the next part of our leaflet. Now, if you remember, we had to think of 3 things that we wanted to tell the man. We wanted to tell him what to do in our information leaflet. So I've already done this section here, do not drop rubbish. I've already done that one. That was what I did on Friday. So today I'm going to focus on this section and writing this part. And this part I wanted to write all about planting trees and plants. Okay, so planting trees and helping things grow. And then tomorrow on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing this one. But today I'm doing my second point. So we're doing our pieces of writing over 3 days. So I've kept my learning objective the same. I'm going to continue to write a sequence of simple sentences. I need to make sure I've got my command for my subheading. I need to use the verb with the ing suffix. So can you remember? We looked at our root word and added ing onto the end to make it in the progressive tense. Need to make sure it's punctuated and using so to explain. I think I can do that. We've also got your word mats, which you might want to use at home. I've got a little picture as well to remind me what I do not want the earth to go back like, okay? So plant trees. So that is my subheading. And I know that it's a command. Let me change that to black so that you can see that. And I know that it's a command. How do I know that it's a command? Well, at the start of it, I've got a verb, plant, okay? That means when you're getting something and planting it into the ground. So I've got my command straight away. So I've done the first thing on my success criteria. So this section then is all about planting trees and planting new living things that can grow on our lovely planet. I'm going to start my section by including a verb with the ing suffix at the end. I think I'm going to start by saying planting trees helps everyone breathe. Yeah, planting trees helps everyone to breathe. Great. And here, look, I've got my plant with the suffix ing on the end, so it's planting. What else could I write in here that I want the man to do? I could say, if we plant lots of trees, then we will make sure that the earth, or we need to plant trees so that the earth is beautiful. Because look here, I've got the word beautiful. Can you see it? There it is. Yeah, I might say that. So we need to plant trees to keep the earth beautiful. So we need to, I think I'm going to get rid of these lines so you can see my writing. There we go. So we need to plant trees to keep the earth or the world. I'm going to use world off my word map. World beautiful. I'm going to copy that off my word mat as well. Beautiful, great. Right, let me check that. So remember, I've got to punctuate each sentence, so I need to check it. We need, oh, misread, I've not got a capital letter there. We need to plant trees to keep the world beautiful. Oh, great, so I've got my full stop at the end of that sentence. What could we say that people could do? Well, they could plant lots of different trees, couldn't they? Because then if they plant lots of different trees, then lots of different animals could live in the trees. So we could say you could plant lots of different trees so that the animals have a place. Wait a minute, place. 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 It's weird when this one's split digraph and it makes my k turn into a soft sound. Animal, a place to live. Great. Right, is there anything else I want to say? Let me think. So I've said planting trees. It's always good to remember to check through it. Planting trees helps everyone to breathe. We need to plant trees to keep the world beautiful. You could plant lots of different trees so that the animals have a place to live. Look, I've used so as well. Something about growing a range of different or beautiful plants. We haven't said anything about plants, have we? So I could say if you planted different plants, or if you grew different plants, the world would be very colourful. That's a good idea. So if you planted different, if you grow different plants, the world will be very colourful. Let's have that. So if you grow different plants, the world will always be colourful. Yeah, I like that. Colourful, so full of colour. Great. Right, let's have a little check then. Let's see what I've included today. So I've got my command, which we've already looked at. Planting trees. So here I've got my suffix at the end of a verb already. So I've done that one as well. Planting trees helps everyone to breathe. We need to plant trees to keep the world beautiful. You could plant lots of different trees. There's my so that animals have a place to live. If you grow different plants, the world will always be colourful. Well, I think I've included everything that I needed to there, which is great. And I think you now need to have a little go at doing this at home. So this is up on the school website if you would like it, or just pause it on your screen so that you can use it and then you can just write your ideas on a piece of paper. I want you then to make sure you're writing the next section in your leaflet about what the man needs to do to make sure that he keeps the earth beautiful. And don't forget to send this in to us because we want to see these pieces of writing now, because these are the big pieces of writing that we have been building up to. Good luck, enjoy doing this, and don't forget to include everything I've talked about. See you later for phonics. Bye.